I saw them and I just went up to them and I tried to ask them some questions about the Synod and about some related matters, but they, pretty disdainfully begged off. And then I had a little chat with Cardinal O'Malley about, what are Orthodox Catholics supposed to do if they want to reach out to a cardinal and talk to a cardinal? It's the only option open to us is to basically ambush them,
stand outside a
street, because they're certainly not going to grant us an interview through their communication secretaries. But it was, I think if people see the video, they'll see that I was trying to ask serious questions and they just blew me off in a pretty condescending way.
Excuse me. Hi, I'm an American journalist. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions, if you just very briefly.
So the guy in the middle, that's Cardinal Tobin. The guy in the habit is Cardinal O'Malley. And then I guess the guy in the sweater, that's McElroy. I couldn't really tell.
It's Bishop McElroy. He is probably the most ideological of the three, and he at least knows to skedaddle, and not engage me at all. He's somebody to watch.
Yeah, McElroy is probably the most outspoken advocate for James Martin. Would you say?
Yeah, definitely. And the most important biographical detail about McElroy is that he was a protege of Archbishop John Quinn of San Francisco. And Archbishop John Quinn was the gay mafia don par excellence on the West Coast. He was the one who pulled strings for all the homosexual priests and bishops on the West Coast.
This is George Neumayr on the streets of Rome last, you said Sunday night?
Yeah, Sunday night.
Yeah, I was in Rome Sunday night.
This is not a trivial question. The faithful have a right to know what the church currently stands for and currently teaches. I mean, doesn't Pope Francis talk about the church being very transparent and engaging in dialogue with everybody, including those on the periphery like me? Are these illegitimate questions, Cardinal O'Malley?
No, but they're hostile questions.
I don't think they are.
Well, they sound hostile.
Don't you understand the anguish that Orthodox Catholics feel at seeing the faith being played with like this? Don't those of us on the conservative periphery deserve a hearing? I'm not trying to be hostile. I know that this comes across, but that's the only way we can talk with you, because your communications directors will never give us a hearing. We don't get invited to press conferences. We don't get a chance to talk to you guys. So this is the only way I can approach you. What would you propose, if you were in my shoes, what would you propose that I do if I wanted to talk to a cardinal about serious matters? What would you propose that I do? How do I talk to you?
Well, the ordinary way is to work through the press office.
But they will never grant us an interview. I can't get interviews with bishops. I tried to do that with Bishop Bambera. I tried to do that with Cardinal Wuerl. I tried to do that with any number of cardinals. They never give me a hearing. That's why I have to be creative.
Well,
I thank you for talking to me. I appreciate that you're talking to me. I'm just concerned about the integrity of the faith. That's it. That's all.
We're all concerned about the integrity.
Sure. But we hope that you'll preserve the faith at this synod. So thank you. God bless you.
You weren't aggressive. You didn't yell at him. You didn't make any accusations. You just said, hey, we need to talk.
And it was the eve of the synod. The
Right.
synod was just about to begin, and I just wanted to impress upon them the need to uphold the faith, because we're going to see for the next couple 2 weeks, we're going to see the faith take a real battering.
I want to address the priests. If you're a priest, taking a picture of yourself in a Saturno, that's cool, doesn't fix the problem. You need to speak. You need to preach from the pulpit, and you need to call out aberrant priest and maybe even your own bishop, maybe your own superior. Now is the time for men. Now is the time for fathers. Capital F, fathers. Fathers don't let intruders into the home. They don't let their children be ill catechized by heretics. If you're a priest, I'm telling you, you might be scared. Now is the time. You must call a spade a spade. Now is the time for priests to speak up. If you don't, it looks like cowardice. And if you're a priest and you say, well, I'm taking too many hits, I'll wait. When will you'll wait for what? For no one ever to criticize you? Then you'll never say anything. People are all
Right.
over George Neumayr. People are all over Taylor Marshall. It's going to happen. If you speak up, people are going to come after you. But what's more important?
Yeah.
The faith. We got to follow the faith no matter what happens. We follow the faith till death. If they try to kill us, we follow the faith.